At a certain age, people plan to retire, but for Lamesa National banker Elwood Freeman, he's been working since he was old enough to drive. And after 7 decades, he has no plans to stop. KLBK's Renshavia Jordan finds out what keeps him going.
If there is one thing you can depend on, that's Mr. Freeman at work behind his desk, ready to serve his customers. And at 95 years old, he has no plans on stopping. Elwood Freeman says after graduating high school at 16, his dad was not able to send him and his brother to college. So a local Aspermont baker presented Freeman's dad with a proposition that would spark his son's career.
And he said, well, if one of those boys doesn't go to school and wants to work for the bank, he'll promise to work for a year, I'd like to have him come to work. So when Daddy came home and told me that, well, that's made my mind up right quick.
A decision he has stuck with over 7 decades later, working at 4 banks throughout his career, with a few breaks in between to attend college, earning his finance degree at Texas Tech, and serving in the Korean War.
I went to Lubbock and worked in the First National Bank in Lubbock part-time for the time it took me to finish my degree. They had little enough sense to hire me, and I had little enough sense to go to work for them. So I stayed there 10 years.
But Freeman has spent most of his career at Lamesa National Bank, where he's been for more than 50 years. Most recently, he was recognized by the Texas Banker Association for 75 years in the industry. One office over at the bank is his grandson, Brian, who has spent the last 15 years following the example of his grandpa.
It really is truly remarkable, to the inspiration he provides, not only to our family, but to all the employees here. He's truly an inspiration to us and amazing to watch. There are days that you don't feel like going to work every day, and I just watch him day in and day out, and it's really, really impressive.
I just couldn't think about going home and doing nothing. So I have just stayed on, and they haven't fired me. In fact, they can't fire me.
And well, that's because Freeman's family has owned the bank since 1978 and plans to do so for as long as they can. Elwood's grandson says he has set the bar very high, and he's a walking legacy that he hopes to follow in one day.